about an eighth of a mile off the road.
Oh, the house is huge. It's not focusing in on the house. Look how big that house is. Feeding our addiction. We are in, I think, Jackson. We're outside of Hanover Horton. It's a Thursday morning. Chris took the day off because there is an incredible auction. Lots of primitives. It's probably going to be a nightmare only because there hasn't been a big auction like this since last year. So I'm sure there's going to be tons of resellers here. There always is. They're hungry. They're hungry, meaning they need stock. People are looking for stock and there just isn't any sales out there right now. So I'm not even sure. We were kind of early because one, I like to film, and then two, parking. We knew parking because it was completely off the road, big driveway. I was trying to video the house. It's huge. Oh my gosh, that house is huge. So I don't know. We'll go and see what's out there. We might be a little too early. They might still be setting up, but hey, the nice thing about it, this was only 30 minutes from our house today, so that was nice. Not a couple hours drive. And you know what else is nice? It is not raining. It is not snowing. There's frost on the ground, but it's supposed to be like 45 today. And as a Michigander, after all that cold weather, people are going to be in shorts. They're going to think, "Oh my gosh, it's such a nice day." So we will see. We'll see what people. It's just nice to have nice weather for an auction outside. It's a beautiful feather tree. I was looking at the Christmas, but it looks mostly newer. Well, I don't know, but that's a cool Santa Claus. Oh, oh, look at that little horse and that sled. That's pretty. Some Crocs. Those are beautiful. Oh, cupboard. Oh, the cupboard is not for sale, but the stuff is. That is an amazing flower frog. Can you see that? Maybe for a child. I need that in my life. Oh, look at all the little miniatures on top. Wow, that is a water cooler. Wow. Look at this breadboard. And the knife. I don't have a square one. Oh, okay, that's pretty. That spice. And the little desk. Grinder. Lots of not for sales. Yeah. Do you have a flashlight? That is ironstone.
No, we're not going to freeze to death. Right? You know, that probably would have been a good thing to get it going.
That's a different. I don't know that pattern, but I know it's ironstone.
Real quick with people. Yes.
Look at the little minis. Oh, they're so cute. My light came on. It's dark in here. Oh. One of your crock bottles. This is pretty. Oh, it is a mini butter churn. Oh, look at all the shaker basket display. Oh, wow. Those are so cool. Oh, no. Oh, no. Look at that, y'all. I don't care. I just like this one. Because these don't sell, but I decorate with those. Even though that is cool, though. That'd be a nice centerpiece, too. Oh, my gosh. I can't. There we go. Oh, they're carved wooden.
They look like putzels.
I know, but look at all those little baskets, little Nantucket baskets. They're all signed. Are they all signed? Oh, hold on. Let's go buttons. There are buttons in there. Oh. $3 for a little bucket. So I know the brick flooring. You have to look because a lot of it's not for sale. Oh, look at all the ironstone over here. Look at squirrel. Ironstone. That little bird. Well, you think it's a birdhouse, but look at it's like a dollhouse. It's set up. It's got miniatures in there and everything. Okay, look at the minis. Those are nice. Oh, and the cording candle. Huge basket. Wow. They are, aren't they? All the little. So many littles. I love that they loved littles. I know. I don't. Do you have a flashlight or no?
I do in the van.
Oh, okay. The bird. These will go so high. So high. We didn't know it was going to be in the house. I'm going to be sweat to death. That's okay. Oh, look at Birkins. Some nice ones. That's a big guy. Is it a sewing one? Oh, he's got another one in it. And a shaker and a pantry? Holy cow. Yeah. Is that repaired with metal? Oh, I love it when they're repaired. And not in pieces that you have to put back together? Empty?
Yeah.
Look at this little guy. He's very cute. Those are nice. Those bowls are humongous. Oh, sure, let me go back there. Oh, look at these are a nice size.
You're ready to do some welding?
Look at those sifters. Oh. Word, and then you saw this. Welder's glasses.
I don't know what they're for, but they would open up.
That is just weird.
And close them.
Back because it's so dark.
Yeah.
Wow. That's cool. I think these are Department 56. They're beautiful, aren't they? Oh, is it off wall? Oh. Only I would notice that, probably. Oh, ironstone passion for days. Look at all those plates.
Oh, that corner cabinet.
I know that corner cabinet's beautiful.
It's a two-piece also.
Look at the bowls. Which ironstone will be in here? Beautiful picture down there. That picture. Oh, hi. You know what these are, right? Y'all know what those are? Not soup trains were too hard. That's cool. This piece is cool. Oh, oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, I do not. Oh my gosh. I do not have a cake plate. Oh, shoot. I don't. First one ever seen in person. And then Chris noticed the little, look at the little set. Oh, I wish the lighting was better, but. So it's a little tea set. It's not necessarily butter pats as it is a little child set. Oh, thank you, honey. That is so cool. Look at how little they are. Crystal. More ironstone. Oh, that's a way different shape. I do not need any teapots though, but I do like.
With a big old roast, if you would, and mashed taters.
Okay, I do like that vegetable, but not the.
What's that?
What is that? I don't know. Give us a. Is it a bread plate?
Oh, it's mismatched pieces.
It says give us the stale or bitter. No, it's a bread plate.
Yeah, bread doesn't
Right
look
here. No, it doesn't, but
like- Oh. Put that down.
I just want to put it in the car now. Okay, going down, guys. It's a long ways down. I just keep staring at this step. Watch it. There's a step here too. Step, step, step. Like that looks like a monkey. It is a monkey. Oh my gosh. That is fun. Oh goodness. There is so much yumminess. Look at that chandel lampshade. That is way cool. So much good stuff. Oh, look at that that long decor bench. That's way cool. The board, the bread board. There's so much ironstone in this house. That's a good piece. Oh, look at all these salts. And this is the decor that made it into the basement. Oh, there's a bowl too. The whole shelf, Chris. Just get the whole shelf. Prim lovers for sure. Oh, he is amazing. And then got a couple angels back there. Another feather tree. I know we're done with Christmas, but it does not matter. It does not matter. Another prim guy, probably. Ooh, what's that? Handmade piece. Oh my gosh, they had wonderful taste. Look at that. That is so cool too.
Oh, this looks like their bunk beds.
I know. It could be bunk bed. Somebody could live down here. Wow. Storage is bigger than most people's houses. It's a lid to something. Halloween? Any vintage Halloween?
Let's see.
Which I'm surprised with all the primitives that they have. I don't even know what those are, but those are cool. The grates, warming things. We're upstairs now. What is this piece? Oh, look at this Chinese checkerboard. Multiple drawers. More of those. I call them Nantucket buckets. I don't know baskets. I don't know the proper term. Ooh, I heard somebody call them Nantucket baskets. I'm like, I think that's what they're called. Look at that fun hat, though. And then him. Oh, he's so cute. We had no idea that this was going to be taking place in the house. I'm going to sweat to death as many layers as I have on, but this is a closet?
Wait till you get around the corner.
Oh my gosh.
This is bigger than most people's bedroom.
Wow. Yeah, it's a closet. Get up close and personal with yourself. And they're all signed.
Yes.
Oh, hey, look who's here. Y'all recognize them? It is a single frame with
Just
a
a
little
little
black
black cat.
kitty on. Oh, so cute. Hi, kitty. And it's green.
Under 350, and 300 there, and $350 on it, $350 on it, 300 there, 50. Sold $300 to buy your number. And down here, warmer right there, and that's what you're gonna buy, $150 for it. $150, $50 is bid, $60 is needed, and 50 and 60, $60 there, and 50 and 60, and $60 there, and 50 and 60. What do you say? I got 50 and $60 on it, 50 and 60. Did you say it there? 50 on it and 60. Anybody on in? 50 and $60 on it, 50 on it, and $60 there, and 50 and 60. $50, that goes the same place the other one went. Items 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 110, 20, 130, 140, 150, 160, 170, 2 1/4, 2 1/2, 275, 300, 3 1/4, 3 1/2, 375, 400, 425, 425 ma'am, 425, sold 400, 248, you own it.
Okay, so I'm in the workshop, but I'm like, oh my gosh, I need to get this haul shown to you all. We needed a haul. We needed stock. And the thing about auctions, you just never know what one collects. You know, there's a few pieces there. I got paint on me. There's a few pieces there that spike your interest, that get you to go. Stanton's always has a wonderful auction. We went thinking that we were going to be outside. So I was dressed in like layers because it's been winter since Thanksgiving and we got a spring day. What the heck? Oh, but it's a blessing. Lots of yummies, but they're, again, if we were in need of if we were in need of stock, other resellers were in the need of stock also. So I had no idea that they collected ironstone. I don't know. I think I saw the ironstone. I don't know if I saw the ironstone in the pictures, or I think I saw the primitives, and that's all it takes. And the primitives just go high. So that's just how it goes. So, and I'm like, well, I don't need any Christmas. And then I'm like, oh, but look at that piece. Oh, look at that piece. I'm like, shooty. So next, I have Christmas. So I have quite a haul for y'all. I'll just kind of pan over it because it is a lot. There's some beautiful folk art. Christmas, some of them are missing like pieces. I got a House of Hayden collection. I got lots of ironstone. I got outbid on ironstone. I got outbid on butter pats. You saw that Alex and Becca were there, so I was not bidding on certain things if I knew that they were bidding, because that's just what you do. I'm a mom. That's what I do. I did get some primitives, and actually we had to like set them all through. I got some of the Nantucket buckets. I don't know anything about the Nantucket baskets. Other than years ago when I ordered my white swan pair that y'all might have seen in my home tours. They had Nantucket baskets, and that was like the early 90s. So I don't know anything about them. I know that they were going for good money. So I did, like, when they would put a grouping together, I'm like, okay, I'll take the chance because I don't know enough about them. And I popped on eBay trying to find comps, and they were like all, as everything goes, they're all over the place. So I'm like, I'll try because there could be a collector or two out there. Yeah, you just really want to see the stuff, right? You don't want to hear me jabbering. Okay, so ironstone, these were in the cabinet. Chris missed out. Unfortunately, he didn't see the ones that I sent him a picture of, but that happens. There's so much going on, and that it was so it was nice that they were doing it in the house. But that also meant a lot of the spaces, even though that house was huge, y'all, I didn't feel much in the inside. It was huge. Holy cow. I think we could have fit 3 of our houses into that house. But then everybody's around the auctioneer. You're trying to see what they're showing. Sometimes you don't know what they're showing. I've missed things because the auctioneer didn't see me bidding, or I didn't see what the auctioneer, I'm like, oh shoot, I wanted to bid on that. It's all part of the game. It's just how it happens. So it was good that it was in the house, but it also was hard that it was in the house too, because you couldn't really see as much as you wanted to. So some items got missed. I mean, I will show Chris 101 things, and I feel bad for him. And why, you know, if he remembers a quarter of what I show him, like, because I have a lot of wants. And one of the workers said, "Hey, did you get everything you wanted today?" I'm like, I would be broke if I get everything I wanted today. I'll just take what I get. I get outbid just like the next guy. So ironstone, yummy, scalloped square bowls, beautiful. They're old, y'all. They're going to have imperfections, but I mean, they're stain crazed. A few little chips here and there, but not bad. This is more porcelain, but it was in the grouping when I got like 3 shelves of the cupboard. The white platter just interests me. It's not ironstone. You can tell when as you have the other ironstone pieces on there. And I thought that this little chip dip thing is very pretty. So I wasn't going to leave that behind. A little extra. This is how I get too much stuff, is I can't leave those extras behind. That cute little lamp. This is an ironstone gravy boat. Now, a couple ironstone teapots that I need like a hole in the head because I've got way too many of those, like chamber pots. Now, none of these lids, they had the lids on here, but those are not, they're not the lids. They should sit down more, but that's okay. I don't even know exactly what these go to, but they were very pretty. Beveled glass. They're just cute. They're cute. I thought we have a lot of Amish that shop at our antique mall, and they do a lot of weddings and they do a lot of clear. So maybe I grabbed a couple of the clear things thinking that maybe they would be interested and maybe somebody else will be interested with a low price tag. I don't know about this oil. Nice stopper in it though, so we'll see. See if that cleans up. There's like it's so cloudy if it cleans up or not. And to say a butter crock was an extra, it was an extra, but it looks like it's cracked or it's been repaired. I am not sure, but it's still cute. A couple extras were the cake stands, and then I did bid on the snowmen because I know I have quite a few people that collect snowmen, and these looked very nice. Well done to me. I don't know much about them. He's missing his little hat, but I'm sure somebody could fix him. And then the foil Santas were very neat. I know we just passed Christmas, but all this folk art, look at her. She is beautiful. And then he is beautiful. I have a thing for folk art, the little abstract. But this is where we get into the broken, like the horse is missing an ear. Santa's horse is missing a wheel. I don't know what was attached here. I love the little folk art pieces, and I love, look at Santa on a pig. That's so funny. Hey, there was one Anna Lee piece in there, the little mouse in Santa's hat. These little angels were very cute. Chris got this cutting board. That's a very nice piece. This sweet, realistic angel. Look at those eyes. Creepy, but cute in the same. And then this seems, look at her. Is she not cool? She's got a little nose problem there, and she must fly because she doesn't stand up on her little feet. I don't know who the artist is. And then Santa was in there, but look at Santa is missing. He's an angel. Look at, he's got wings, his feathers. He broke his fingers off though. I couldn't find him in the thing. Look at his butt. Oh my gosh, it's so funny. And then these are always good. These little nice pieces. Oops, that might need to be fixed by somebody that knows what they're doing. So I pulled those out of my extra lot. So, and then this is a nice, he's a nice vintage primitive Santa, and I think the little cherub. And there again, he's got just these neat angel Santa. I mean, she loved angels and Santas, and we would have been friends. It was a living estate, y'all, so they're in a nursing home. The beautiful bird cage. So everything's got a little bit of something broken on there. It's just how it goes. This is a German cutout that they had glued to a board. And then, ooh, look at all those pieces. Our goal for our new year, as Chris and I, oh, my poor hair, I'm so sorry. It's like 50 mile an hour wind, raining, but it's 50 degrees out. Our goal was to make sure that we got a will. We got our estate all planned. I know we're only in the 50s. but anything can happen. And the more we go to these auctions and then hear people's stories and then see families fighting and all that, we just wanted to make sure that our kids are all set, y'all. And it's not, I mean, it's not expensive, but it's not cheap either, you know, to get a will, to make sure that your money is going where your money is, your life insurance policies, your pension, your house, everything's all set to go to where you want, whoever you want it to go to. We are blessed that our kids get along, so we only have two 50-50. But yes, this was a living estate, and even though these people owned a company, they still needed care of life. They still needed end of life care in a nursing home. So they were selling things off. The kids took the stuff, and really it wasn't like I don't think they necessarily needed the money to help pay for the nursing home, as they did that everything was just going to be sitting empty and they were never going to come to that home. The home had already sold. The kids took what they want, and this was what was left over. But you all look into it if you do not have anything like that. I mean, the stories that we hear and the relatives we see fighting at auctions and stuff just breaks our heart. I mean, even when I was hairdressing, I would, like, all of a sudden, hear all these stories of people who passed and people who show up that hadn't been in their lives forever because there's going to be a handout. I know you shouldn't say that. It is a faux pas to talk about, but it's just easier on who you want to leave it. And unfortunately, just writing it on a piece of paper is not good enough. It has to be notarized, or it'll sit in probate forever, y'all. So anyway, talking about that, I did not know this beauty was there, and it had a bread knife. Now, if it was just a round one, I probably would have stopped bidding, but I have never seen a square breadboard. And I knew this lady, it was our jam. Bread knife. So he sold like a whole lot of table, and this was on there. And y'all want to know, right? $500. I gave $500 for it. No judging. It's my collection. I've never seen one, and Chris knew I was going to try to come home with it. I will work my tail off to get things that bring me happiness, and this brings me happiness, and this is our children's inheritance. And Alex was there, as you saw. No. So, and he knew, yes. And actually 500 was my limit. I wasn't going to go over 500 because I had popped on, seen like what is a square breadboard worth, because the round breadboards with a knife is $100 to $200 alone, but selling them together, so you've got 300 here, 200 here, so the value is there. You may all think that I'm crazy, but I work really hard and I want the things that bring me happiness. And I know. Why do we always feel like we always have to explain everything? I don't know. But I was so happy to get that. And I felt bad for the lady who wanted it also. And all she had to do was go one more, because 500 was going to be my limit. So I was very blessed. And I know y'all like, did you get it? Did you get it? All day long, y'all. Did I get the only in the wild ironstone cake pan? You can see cake plate. I did. So when we went to an auction in Ohio, there was a lady that was in her 80s, and I was bidding. She had an ironstone passion and primitive passion, and I was bidding against her all day long, losing my shirt tail a lot to her. And I was saying, like, this was on my bucket list, and she goes, "Oh, I went to 3,000 to win one of those once." I'm like, oh. I warned Chris. I said she went to 3,000 to get one of these at an auction. I actually paid less for this than I did the breadboard. And I don't know who was bidding against me on the breadboard. There was 3 of us going against this. 2 of us were collectors. 1 was a reseller, so he bowed out. And then I was going to go to at least 1,000 because I thought that was fair. I wasn't going to go to the 3,000, but I was going to go to 1,000. And she stopped at, what was it? What did Alex film? 320, 375 or 425? I can't remember. Yeah. So I paid less for this that I was going to pay more for than the breadboard. But you don't, like it's my first one ever. And I'm going to go put this over on my wrapping station now that I've shared it with you all. So there's the story. Becca and Alex, this was what, their third auction they've been to. They had been to a couple at Shipshewana. But I was so happy they were able to go to a Stanton auction. I cannot praise these auctioneers enough. And we go to lots of auctions, and lots of auctioneers know their stuff. And there's auctioneers that don't know their stuff. They know their stuff. They're very knowledgeable. And they've been around. My poor hair, that's just driving me crazy, y'all. But the nicest thing is the guy that owns the company came up to Becca, and Becca's learning. We all are learning. We all are. And he said something to her about she knew what the good stuff was because when she would see it and when he would hold it up, her eyes lightened, she brightened. And he's like, even though you didn't get the item, you're learning. And that's, I've always said that. I mean, like, I still remember the first auction I went to in Teconcha, and I was overwhelmed. I had no clue. They had McKee jadeite like there was no tomorrow, and I did not know anything about it. And they had probably 100 pie birds, and I didn't know anything about pie birds back then. But man, in the few short years, it's been short years. I mean, I've only been doing this for 5 years. Antiquing probably 4. Yeah, I kid you not, y'all. But anyway, that was the biggest compliment. That was so nice that he took time out at the end of the auction to comment on her, of what she is learning just by going to an auction, even if she's not getting it. And like I told her, the thing I love is, like, I kind of learned, like, I watch like these really big antique people that have probably huge stores or whatever they sell. I don't know where they sell. I don't, unless you want to tell me, I'm not going to be like prying into your life. But I'm like, well, if, you kind of do that. You're like, well, if they're bidding on it, it might be good. I'll take the chance. Well, okay, well, I'm not going to take that much of a chance. I'll go one bid over them. I'm not going to fight that hard for them. And so far, knock on wood, that has worked out for me. In the beginning, learning, and now I know a little bit more, but I'm still learning. There's still so many things out there. There's so many avenues out there. And it just, I mean, especially for Becca and Alex, which is my son and his girlfriend, if you do not know, in their early 20s, getting into antiquing is just, it's huge, y'all. So it just makes my heart happy that they're now enjoying auctions, so we might see them a little bit more. Well, I'm rambling. Look at all this. Oh, there's so many good things. Okay, so these were, I think Chris got these, but they're in good shape. Nice crockery. I was trying to see, there was a lot of Waterford crystal there, and I had my glass. I have not found, they're all little, so I have not found if it is a Waterford crystal or not. This is not. This might be. Some beautiful, they had a bathroom that had a whole bunch of beautiful little hand-painted, they're signed. They are signed, y'all. Works. And then where's the other ones as we skim over? Oh, they're over here. Sorry, y'all. So they're all these little hand painted. Oh, look at those. Oh, they're so little. All signed, all hand painted, folk art, primitive, heritage, hand painted by Anna Ree. And then I got this beautiful old mirror with it. I guess while we're over here, this is what I got in the lot of Nantucket baskets. So I got an array. I paid up a little bit for this container, which has a whale on it. I don't know if I can open this one-handed. I don't want to hurt anything. Oh, I can. So it opens up. I did a lot of, some of the pieces I got are signed. Some, as you see, are not. So, yeah, I mean, I know, like, okay, here we go. No, come on. I know I got signed ones somewhere. There were maybe I didn't get signed ones. I thought that I did. Maybe I'm making up my own story. Oh, right here. I knew I got a couple of them that were signed. Okay, one maybe. Okay, that's probably where I was losing. I don't know. I have to figure out what the value of these are, but they're beautiful hand woven baskets. Chris got some wood. He said you would love these for a cloche, and I think he is right. I would finish them off, put some wax or something on there to seal them in. The gentleman dabbled in some woodworking, so there's this beautiful raw wood bird, and this is kind of a fun little thing. You could hide something in there, like your key or a little animal, just a piece of wood. It's very cool. That's very cool. This is a very long decor bench. That is very cool. Chris got that piece. I wasn't able to get a lot of the cubbies, and I went to $100 on this, and the other ones went way over that. I was trying to film, but I was pushed all the way towards the auctioneer at this auction, so I didn't really get some good footage, but tried to show you that they were going into $200 to $300 to $400. Those little cubbies were, y'all. So, but this was sold with all the spice, and when I opened it up, because a lot of times they don't get cleaned out, there's a cucumber sandwich recipe. You need cucumber. That is so cute. I haven't had any of those since my wedding shower. But so, and then I think they put a piece of wood in there to lift these up, which is a good idea, so you could see them. I did get I didn't need to see inside my bathroom. My other piece that I paid $100 for this flower frog. Y'all, we pay $50 for the smaller flower frogs, right? Don't we? Do we not pay $50 to $60? I watched them on Whatnot. They go higher. This is so cool. And he's older than Alex, but he's younger than us, and he's probably, I would say, 30s. Comes from Grand Rapids. He is art. He knows the art, like my little ones. He probably would have outbid me for them if he knew that they were being sold at that time. Anything signature, that's probably the most money I saw this young gentleman spend. But he was bidding against me for that one. So, oh goodness. So I'm glad he stopped at 100, because this is for my collection. I collect flower frogs. Bought the whole box of House of Hayden. If you've not seen it, they're very whimsical, very fairy-like. I've only ever had one other House of Hayden, and it was in a bird cage, and it was hanging down. I bought it at auction. Some of these are like 2 turtle doves, like the Christmas. I don't think this is the whole 12 days of Christmas. It could be, I don't know. I haven't really spent a ton of time. I just recognized them from the one that I had gotten before, and then saw that it was a whole box of House of Hayden, which are ornaments. And then if you go over here, yes, I got this lovely shelf that was in the wicker room. Love that. And I don't have to do anything to it, because then it was sold with the miniature ironstone pieces on it. So hello, hi. But yeah, so you got the turtle dove. Let me see if I can find the House of Hayden signature. There, is it focusing in for y'all? And then I had one that looks like I need to glue, so I wanted to make sure he was up there. That's pretty good for all that fragile part in one box. And then they got a dove, a cardinal. But yeah, I was pretty excited. I was like, oh, those are beautiful. I think I gave $100 for that box, but well worth it. Well worth it. There's 14 of them, so the value is definitely there. And then throughout the auction, I was buying the hog scraper cording candles. I have not been able to get my hands on any of it. In this auction, nobody was really interested in them. So it's a tier set. Love it. I did get some of the primitive wood. Beautiful bowls. Absolutely gorgeous bowls. I am always weak when it comes to firkins. and pantry and another little bread board. They called it a bread board, bread plate. I forgot there was 2 upstairs that they were using actually as reflectors. But you cannot possibly buy everything. Plus your pocketbook would eventually run out. So they sold this as a set. This is just, there's, different patinas and different textures of bowls. So this is just more of a finished, but they're still old. And then you can tell that it's hand carved, hand turned. Beautiful set. Doing this one-handed, and look at that. Look at that bowl. Oh, look at that coloring. Look at there's where you can see it. You can see how it was hand turned. And this is a big one. Oh, that's a big one. I did not get the one, it's got a little crack in it, but they tell a story. I didn't get the one that was hanging by the fireplace that had the hole in. That one went for a lot. So you have that. So there's those. Chris got this really cool, look at that vase. That is so fun. Very fun. And then I've only ever seen one other of the small shakers like this, and I have it. So to find 2 of the smaller, usually you see the big size of the sifter sieves, not those small ones. And you can tell that like they had a finish that they liked, that they collected. Some of us like it a little bit more raw and not sealed in or waxed or whatever, however the finish is. Some people like the finish. So this is a beautiful Firkin sugar bucket. Let's open it. Oh, there's my goggles. I knew I got that pair of goggles. I was wondering where they were. I don't even know. They're so weird. And I was bidding against Austin again for them. I'm like, okay. And all he had to do was go one more bid, and I would have stopped because I didn't really know much about them. But I don't know what they are exactly. I had not Googled lens them, but what a conversation shelf sitter piece. I have no idea. No story. Oh, I wondered where those just were. But yeah, so beautiful Firkin. It is together. We don't have to repair it. That's always a plus. And then, you got the small ones are the hard ones to get a hold of. I know at the Ohio auction, I could not touch the small unpainted ones. Probably over time, somebody rebanded it with that metal for whatever reason, or if that's the way it was made, I don't know. I love the story of this little pantry because it's got a little piece of metal where it was repaired. I love the stories like that. And then this is just, he called it a breadboard, and maybe it is a breadboard, but not like maybe more of a serving than a cutting. But it's beautiful, heavy, nice patina on that piece. Chris got a gumball machine. Can you imagine how many little elves or something I could stick in that? I'll have to show you what the grossness was. I'll insert a picture. I'm like, I don't know if I want to show that, but I will. He's collecting pennies because we got the penny thing going on now. And then this was an extra. It is a wooden bowl, and it is signed. So very neat piece. Very neat piece. And then he got this bowl, and because it came with that, and he's like, "Oh, I'll send this to auction because it's cracked." Where was it cracked? It was right here. I said, "Honey, why don't you repair it with some metal? Maybe even paint it or something. Like repair it and see if y'all want it." Oh, yes, I did. Oh, look at this big boy. I'm not shipping that. I'm sorry. Can you imagine how heavy this slop pot is? I will probably be keeping this one for myself. And then they sold it with 3 other big pieces, though I have a hard time selling anything like that because it's just so big. I kind of like this. I don't know if somebody repaired it over time. It's not on the outside. It's only upside down. It's only on the inside, but I thought that would look so pretty with florals in it. So pretty. And then she had these angels hanging in her wicker area. And so he sold those as a lot. I don't know anything about them. I was surprised when I found all. Oh, look, I brought one of their ladybugs home with us. When I found all those little ones, got a little leg broken there. And then this one was in the garage. I have a thing for angels there. But I was trying to get down to this because in the cupboard, it's another bread plate. Give us this daily, our daily. It's a bread plate in ironstone. Not only did I get a cake plate, not only did I get a cake plate, but I got an ironstone bread plate. What the? Wow. Okay, so we'll finish up. Ironstone. They were given this pattern away. That was all through those cupboards. Nobody wanted them. Alex was questioning himself. He wasn't sure. It's so hard because you don't know. Like, still, the plain white sells the best. Brown transfer wear or, yeah, the brown probably sells the best if I'm thinking. Maybe green. In the Christmas lot, there was all these cute snowmen. Some people collect snowmen, and I would sell them really cheap in my booth. Little odds and ends, because this is like all this stuff came with that breadboard, that breadboard. So that was awesome. I did not win the bid on this because they put it with some of the Nantucket buckets, but I did ask the gentleman if he'd sell it to me because I know that I have lots of viewers that like those screens, even though the little knobby is broke off. But this is an antique shoe fly screen. Chris got this little guy. Oh, is he not so sweet? Mohair, I think he would have been, or if he has any left. He is the sweetest little monkey. Oh, come on, buddy. There you go. He's so cute. Oh my gosh, is he so cute? I did get beautiful little spoon caddy. Love the shape of this. Chris got, which would probably have been a butter churn, but we collect salt glazed, and it's got a little crack in it, but a lot of times they do. He got a couple of the wooden salt dips, another little caddy. This again came with that same lot. So look at that. It is like a porcelain wheel with Dutch cutter, and then a very old masher. But yeah. Oh, and Chris collects these old alcohol bottles, crack alcohol bottles. So he got one of those. So hopefully I didn't ramble too long, but at least I showed you a good portion of what we got. And as I said, we were in the need of stock. We were blessed at Christmas time. That Christmas season was very, very good for us. Just between Christmas and into a little bit like spring, auctions are hit and miss. So dress warm, get out there, get ready to get wet or muddy or whatever it has you. If you were an auction goer like us, there's still estate sales. They pick right back up after the holiday season. A lot of times they're during the week. I'm filming projects. My projects come before my shopping, and the auctions are usually on weekends. That's why we do a lot of auctions, and then Chris can go with me. So he actually this was a Thursday auction, so he actually took a day off to go to it, and I'm glad that he did. I just wish he would be able to I'm moving a box. I just wish he would be able to find more stuff for himself, because now that he made that move, like there's a whole guy section going on, and he is selling really well. So he's looking. They didn't have a lot of the tools that he necessarily was looking for. Well, they did, but Todd came to the same auction, the guy that he's right next to. So that's how it works. It's all good. Yes. If you show up to an auction and nobody wants the same thing you do, you're very lucky. You're very lucky, because usually there's multiple people wanting the same thing of any of us. So thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging with us. I got a couple of things on my bucket list. Well, one thing on my bucket list, an extra thing, that ironstone bread pay I knew nothing about, and that beautiful, I have no regrets. Isn't that why we work hard to get the things that bring us joy? Pay your bills first and then feed yourself. I made a post that I said I would just starve myself. There would be a good weight loss program, but yeah, yeah, for the things that I love. So thanks for watching. We'll see you next time, and you can see what I'm up to. Bye.